I'm gonna let. Is this on? Hello. So Bruce was supposed to create the itinerary, and apparently he didn't. I apologize in advance.
Thank you.
Share the wealth.
He had one job, all of RTX.
Guys, what are we gonna do, guys? Do you have questions, or maybe you could ask us, or?
No, it doesn't sound like it. So hey, I'm Jeff. This is Bruce from Funhouse. I don't know these other guys.
Greg already got it.
Greg's better than you already.
We are all members of the Let's Play family.
Are we supposed to be taking notes?
This is the first annual meeting of the Let's Play family.
Let's
like
Play
a Senate hearing.
family.
Interesting.
Annual meeting.
Let's play. Okay, I got
Notes.
that. I'm Jordan, by the way, from the Creatures.
Jordan from the Creatures.
I'm Craig from Screw Attack. Hope everyone's having a good day.
This is Greg from IGN.
How you guys doing? 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Well, let me write that down really quick.
Yeah, if you want to increase video views on your Let's Plays, give things 10s out of 10s or 3s out of 10. People like that. They like to argue, Jordan. You give them something to argue about. There you go.
That just creates controversy.
I know, right?
It's like
That's the internet. That's
and
what drives
clicks.
the clicks.
Clicks and controversy.
We should have a contest to see who can drink the most water. Or fit the most mints in their mouth at once.
Jordan's already doing it. He's
I'll
gonna
do
do it
that.
right now.
I'll do it.
I'll take 40 of those.
There we go. Every mints. Bruce, some coming your way, too. Craig.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got our mints. We got our water.
Mints for all. I said.
Oh, man.
There we go.
I hit that guy. He wasn't even paying attention.
You didn't think there'd be gifts?
You got to keep your heads up out here.
Yeah, I guess I got to join in.
I literally busted a guy in the face.
Throw them right at this is a
Go
great
in the
panel.
corner.
We don't need anything.
Mints. Oh, well.
All right.
Now, I want to warn you. It looks like someone's about to return fire with granola bars.
No return fire. Okay.
I'll catch it. Oh. It got caught in the lights.
Oh, man. Mints are coming back.
Jesus
Another one's
Christ.
coming. Okay.
What is it?
Bethany said throw more stuff.
Okay.
So last night,
Bethany, stop it. Stop it.
Why does Mom have to be here?
Yeah, I know.
Craig, I almost killed somebody at our panel last night.
What-
Screw Attack versus Kind
How
of Funny.
so? Apparently, I nearly killed somebody on Friday night, too, so it's all right.
When I came out, somebody handed me a sign. It was before you guys got there, and it said Kind of Funny sucker. Sex equals awesome, Kind of Funny equals lame, or something like that. So I tore it up, and then I threw jovially 2 pieces into the crowd, right? But then I had extra pieces, and I tore them up, and then I threw them really angry. And there was
Like shurikens?
there were a bunch of your fans in the front row who were not paying attention. It totally curved off and clunked a woman, and then she got right back up. She was okay. So I was just like, thank God we didn't take the eye out. I don't need to hurt more people.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah.
How's SGC been going for you?
It's been great. I don't know. Have you guys been to SGC? Has anybody?
Hey, Craig. Thanks for not inviting me.
Dude, listen.
I saw Gus, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to go to be at SGC. And I was like,
You know what I initially wanted to do? No joke. And I told Greg about this, and I actually told Bruce about this. What I wanted to do last
Not
night.
me.
No, I did not tell you because
Yeah,
I
you
talked to
didn't tell
Michael about it. I didn't think you'd go
Craig, you
for
didn't
it.
tell Jeff. Does that change the story at all, or?
What I wanted to do was we love wrestling, right?
Uh-huh.
At Screw Us. We love watching, we love the production of wrestling. So I wanted to do a big Let's Play family wrestling card at SGC and have grudge matches, right? Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to have you versus Michael in a match, and I brought it up to Michael, and Michael's like, yeah, Jeff will never do that shit, and that's why I never brought it to you.
Turns out, yeah, made the right call.
Well, is there going to be an actual wrestling ring somewhere around here next year that we can, fully partake?
I don't know. I wonder if there will be Bethany.
Bethany, we're going to need a
No,
wrestling
Bethany, can we
ring.
wrestle?
We got that? That's in the
Well, it wasn't
budget?
actually wrestling. It was we'd make your characters in an N64 wrestling game, so they look like you, and then they would just fight. And
Well, no. We wrestle in real life.
that's
what-
yeah.
Why don't we just do it? Yeah. Why don't we just do it in a bounce house? That's no problem, right? We don't just do it in the bounce house on the convention
Does
floor
everyone
next
have the
year.
skin tight outfits though?
I do.
I know Greg. I didn't even have to
Greg
ask
has always
you.
got
Okay, I
his.
knew you had it, Greg.
I'll just borrow Greg's.
Yeah, you can get into Tim's.
Oh, yeah. I'll just get into Tim. Tim, did you bring your skin tight outfit? Oh.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, you have the banana hammock though, right? Okay, good. All right, good. I just want to make sure. Well, should we open this up to questions or what?
Yeah, no, so this
We
is
can't just bullshit for an hour.
this is about as organized as the actual Let's Play family.
Yeah, if you guys want to line up for questions, please do.
While people get lined up, my question, Jeff,
Yes, sir.
is is this doing what you thought it was going to do when you wanted to do the Let's Play family?
I'll be honest with you, Greg.
Please.
I was drunk.
No, you?
Like
I
many
thought
of
you were
my
straight
big
edge.
decisions.
Yeah.
Legitimately, okay, here's the thing, right? So, with SGC becoming a part of RTX this year, right? And
Sell out.
and 100%.
be all about you again, isn't it?
And SGC moving from Dallas to Austin, my wife and kids were not here this year, right? I no longer own Screw Attack, and now it's Rooster Teeth, right? So this year, my logic was, I'm going hard, right? I'm going fucking hard at SGC, right? And my inspiration, no joke, was Jeff Ramsey. and let me tell you why. Because, oh yeah.
Think about what you're clapping for.
Who was that? You're my inspiration, and I don't know if you want me to talk about this, but watching you pass out on stage at Let's Play Live
Well.
last year, I was like, if Jeff can do it, I can do it too.
Funny story. I'm fairly certain I was roofied that night.
Oh, by
That's my excuse.
by a fan?
Yeah, well, or a not so fan. Whatever the case may be. I only had like a few drinks.
A few.
And then I woke up 22 hours later.
Craig was trying. On Friday when I got there for that Mario Party thing, he's like, "That was such a great time."
Just told me,
I'm gonna go introduce you guys. He went out there. He's like, "Welcome to a Mario Party."
I think
fuck it
that
up,
was the secret to Let's Play Live in LA was a lot of alcohol.
that was the most responsible I've been in my entire life.
Yeah, Jeff was fine. He was totally
I could not have a repeat performance of 2015. So I only had like 9 drinks.
I think we all kept it under the 9-ish limit. So.
And then I went home and ate spaghetti. It was a crazy night.
All right, let's do the questions. We'll start over here on the left.
All right, Jeff. A few Let's Plays ago, you mentioned your daughter and you're sort of drifting apart, so to speak.
Fuck, man.
Whoa!
Let's start the shit
That's
off
a
hard,
heavy one
man.
to start with.
I remember that.
I'm sorry to hear about your
The
family.
question is, Millie still loves you, right?
So this is a Let's Play panel. Yeah, as far as I know, Millicent still loves me in whatever capacity a 10-year-old has for love.
Awesome.
That's not about themselves.
All right, hopefully your question is not about my family. You go right ahead.
While at work, how much more do you drink off camera than on camera?
For Funhouse, it's typically 0, except for maybe Lawrence occasionally.
Directed more
and that's-
towards Jeff.
Oh, well, it's just for Jeff. Okay, never mind. No, for Jeff. No, it's
Sit down, Bruce.
I will say, I go visit them in California. I go over to their offices, and I'm like, "Is there you guys got any booze?" And they're like, I think
All we have are these weights.
we had some. I know I saw a bottle of vodka last year. I don't know. I suspect they go through and do a sweep before I get there, and they hide it.
So now you need to talk about Achievement Hunter and how much they drink all the time.
Jack at work? Never. Super responsible.
What? I've been in that office.
All right, man. A little bit. If I start drinking, then Michael will start drinking, and I'm a responsible human being. Michael is not. So sometimes I won't drink because I don't want Michael to start drinking. I'll take one for the team. But yeah, other than that, every day.
Up. I don't have a formulated question like
Great.
most of the people here,
Oh, this is gonna be good.
All right, here we go.
but I'm a lifeguard over in California. We have to wear water shoes. So I was wondering if you guys would like to see my gnarly foot tan from months of being a lifeguard.
Yeah, get up here. Come on.
What a very nice, relevant Let's
You-
Play question.
What kind of fucking question is that? Of course I want to see this thing. Yeah, but stand here. Hold on.
Well, oh no.
Hurry up, man.
Go
Take
on.
your shoes off.
This is how 10 I am. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I can see that.
Can we get a snap zoom on his leg?
There's the mobile camera.
I want to do this. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I was just gonna say it's another pair of socks on under there.
It's like he did whiteface on his foot.
Gotta be honest, I kind of expected that to happen today.
Well, thank you for your strength. I appreciate that. That's great.
The bar is high, sir. What do you have?
Nothing like that. I was just going to ask what goes through the mindset of your guys' structure for channels when people decide to leave, like Ray, Spool, and then for the Creatures decks.
What was the first part about all those losers?
It was mostly how your mindset changes for like what to do for the channel, like if they have that big of an impact on your content.
Oh.
Keyword if.
How does our mindset change when they...
Well, because, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you might have to do something different because they're not there anymore, or like they are a bigger part of a series or something.
Well, I can't speak for the other guys, but when Ray left Rooster Teeth, it was kind of like a death in the family. Because he really died. That guy that's pretending to be Ray. Look closely. It's heartbreaking. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know about Spool. Might have been a total piece of shit for all I know.
No.
But we all know Joel Rubin was, right? But it's fucking sucks. You spend a long time building this group dynamic of friends, and you develop this like shorthand as entertainers together. And it is like the loss of a family member in a lot of ways. Now, that being said, and I know this has been, I don't want to speak for Bruce, but I'm pretty sure this is the case for him. You don't want anybody to be there that doesn't want to be there. And I love Ray. Ray's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. I still watch his streams. He wanted to create his own Rooster Teeth, a Rooster Teeth of him. I can't begrudge that. I quit my day job to do what I wanted to do and to follow my passion. I fully support anybody that wants to do that as well. It's not the end of the world, though. And it took us a long time, but we found Jeremy, and we spent a very cautious 8 months slowly integrating him into the community and integrating him into the content in a way that wouldn't seem schizophrenic to the audience, and tried to give it enough time so that it's like when your dad died. Like my dad died a while back. Not the and my daughter loves me.
Can we go back? Can we go back to the water sock guy? Jeez.
Yeah. My dad died a long time ago, and I was like, Mom, you should get out there and get some stuff, you know? And she's like, no, I want to wait a respectable amount of time. I don't want it to be weird for you. And I'm like, I don't give a shit, you know? Get that dick, is what I said. And so, like, we waited a respectable amount of time before we got that Jeremy dick. You know? And then you become a different thing. I mean, the Achievement Hunter of today is different than the Achievement Hunter of 2 years ago. Better. And I don't know, Bruce, what do you think?
I was going to say, all of that applies, what Jeff is saying. I mean, it's exactly the mindset we had. Also, have you met Elise Willems?
Yes.
Stand up, Elise.
So, I mean, sometimes, you know, like,
you can
we
do
get
it. Stand
we
up.
get
Stand up,
somebody-
you can do it.
Yeah, she's here. So sometimes when somebody leaves, we get to add somebody that might be a little better.
Oh, shit.
And hey, I love Spool. I've worked with Spool for 8 years, I want to say. He was one of my originals, like one of the guys that I always wanted to be with me. And when he wanted to leave, he wanted to leave. And like, we're not going to keep him there. So then I had the chance to hire Elise, and Elise is fucking awesome. So I'm really, really excited about Elise. So that's kind of the change.
In some ways, it can be a blessing in disguise because it can be a real boost in creativity and getting new energy in is really awesome. And the ways that those people can contribute and benefit that you didn't expect it can be fantastic. How about you, Jordan? You guys change creatures like socks.
Oh, easily. Yeah. Dirty sock laundry that pile the size of me now at this point. But yeah, out of anyone, we know it well. It's just one of those things. I mean, I think it's from the fact that we're kind of a younger group. A lot of us are a lot younger, so we haven't fully kind of like figured out everything in life.
They don't know how sex works.
we're learning a little bit. But yeah, it's all a learning process. Ever since we got into this, we were super young. I got into it when I was 19, and it's like learning how to run a business pretty much, and entertaining fans and growing the fan base has been really crazy. So to have a bunch of people experiencing that can, definitely fluctuate. And then, things change. People, like they said, people sometimes want to do stuff on their own. Sometimes people have different ideas, and you can't hold anyone back on that. You got to just let them go and do that. And it's happened, quite a few times to us, but, the best thing to do is, go after trying to find new people to fill those shoes. They're not going to ever live up to exactly what those people were, but it's all about evolving and turning it into something completely different, but still driving to make that content that people really enjoy.
I think that's. No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff.
No, go for it. Go.
Well, no. So we've been around for a decade, right? And there's been a lot of people who have. Screw Attack's been a platform for a lot of people. And
what up, Destin Legary?
What's up, Destin? IGN fam. But yeah, we've had a lot of people come through Screw Attack, and it's been a great platform for a lot of people. And people put blinders on or rose-colored glasses for things that happened in the past, and in people's eyes, you'll never be as good as they were when they were growing up, right? We've had people literally grow up with Screw Attack. And people who were 8, now they're 18. People who were 14, now they have kids. And but they fondly look back on in their formative years watching Screw Attacks, and they bond with those personalities. But I think the most important thing, Jeff, you said is you want to be surrounded by people who want to be there.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part. And if they decide to leave, or you decide to let them leave, you have to adapt. And Screw Attack has changed so much over the last decade. And if we were the same company we were in 2008 or 2010 or 2014, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing now. I mean, just in the last year, how much Screw Attack's changed. And not only have we had to adapt, but our audience has had to adapt too. And you have to be real sensitive to that. So
it's true. Yeah.
What about you, Greg? You're the guy who always leaves companies.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm the guy I'm the killing blow that leaves, and companies are never the same, and they wither and die, and no one watches them anymore. Feels good, man. Feels good.
That was a good question. Thank you.
Really in depth.
I wish I had candy left to give you. It was an A+, sir.
Oh, we need that microphone back on. Now we're talking to it. Damn it, I thought
it's
that
okay.
was
Just
work.
shout.
I really thought that was
just
gonna
yell.
work.
It's okay.
You want to come talking to my mic?
Now it's just awkward that he's.
So, do you guys see the Let's Play family growing any larger than what it is now?
That's a great question. So Matt Hullum and I sat down in 2008 or 9. My memory's not so great. And we talked about how we kind of wanted to create, I don't like this word, but an MCN. We had a lot of people coming to us saying, I'd like to partner. I'm unhappy with where I am. I want to partner with Rooster Teeth.
Does everybody know what an MCN is?
A multi-channel network.
Yeah. It's like Machinima or the only other one. Or like Maker or Fullscreen, for that matter. We looked at doing it. We looked at what was involved, and we realized that we didn't want to create an MCN like existed in the world currently. And we also knew enough to know that we didn't know how to do it anyway. But it was something that we kind of always wanted to do and had envisioned. And I think in 2010, I secured the Let's Play name with the idea, the vague idea, I don't want to sound super prescient, of doing something like that down the road. But as it kind of evolved and we continued to talk about it over the years as like we talked about Laser Team for 7 years. I remember talking about Laser Team in like 2005, we started to talk about like what that would look like and what it would feel like. And we decided, instead of going out and getting like 60,000 partners or 20,000 partners, or even like Studio 71 and having like 100 partners, we wanted to have it be more like Rooster Teeth, more like a family, a very close, tight-knit family of people that we just were aligned with creatively, that we wanted to work with and wanted to contribute to and have them contribute to us. And I'm going to overuse the word family like crazy, but it really is what we were looking for. So it's to maintain a family, it's got to be a very small and close-knit group. We don't want it to be so large that we can't interact and touch each other every day
appropriately
in some way.
That's my favorite part.
So see, this is what I was looking for.
Family.
So yeah, this was partnering with Funhouse and Screw Attack obviously as owned and operated brands, but with The Creatures and Kind of Funny and Cow Shop as well. That was what we considered like phase 1 of what Let's Play will be. We're in the process of a phase 2 right now that involves some up-and-coming single people, YouTubers, not groups, but individuals, and there will be very few of those. And then I think that's it. Yeah, we don't want to get bigger than really kind of much bigger than where we are right now, because I don't know, it seems hard.
That seems like work.
Yeah.
That's another good question. Over here.
Okay, so age-old question: PC, console, or arcade?
Come on.
Well, you're going to get a bunch of different answers here.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously console.
Obviously console.
Obviously
from
console.
These guys.
The PlayStation Vita.
PC Master Race.
Please don't clap for that. Don't encourage Greg anymore.
Let me ask you guys a
We
question.
have about 85% of the Vita owners in this room right here.
How many of you own a Vita? How many of you are lying?
I like arcade games.
Oh yeah, yes you did. Creatures.
PC
Creatures, yeah,
Master
PC.
Race.
Yeah, PC. Creatures and I, PC all the way.
Dorks.
Yeah, all the way.
Over here on texting on your phone.
Oh, we didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
We'll wait for you. Finish
Go
it.
ahead.
Send it. No big deal.
I'm starting a recording, sorry. Hi, this is my first RTX panel, so I'm really excited to be here.
Well, welcome.
Thank you for coming out.
What's your name?
Sam,
Hey, nice to meet you, Sam. I'm
nice
Jeff.
to meet you too.
Yeah.
All right, well, this question is for Bruce and for Funhouse in general. My brothers and I really loved watching Super Mario Maker Drunk Edition because it always gets us laughing. I think one of the main points that made us laugh all the time was just all the different camera work zooming in on people's reactions. So my question for you would be, who does that, and then do the other people ever get a say on who gets a close-up of their reactions?
Oh, okay. So that's usually the editors say. We have basically everybody in that room edits. So everybody that you've met here at RTX, Omar, Dan, James, oh boy, Elise,
can't name the other ones, can you?
Lawrence. I know.
The one guy with he
the
wears
one-
black
Matt,
shirts.
Matt Peak. They're all editing, and it's typically up to the editor's discretion to kind of pick the funniest one, right? Because we're all making dumb faces, so whoever has the funniest dumb face, we're going to zoom in on. And I think that's always been our style, even since Inside Gaming, is we're basically what we were trying to do is if you look at a Premiere timeline, there's a bunch of little clips that, like, each clip is like, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. I like to have a joke in each clip. So I like to have a Photoshop or a zoom in or, something that maybe Lawrence screams at someone or whatever.
Write that down.
Yeah, write that down. Ideally, that's what I want to do. I want to have a joke that hits you every few seconds. And those zoom-ins are some of my favorites because people are so fucking drunk and doing so much dumb shit. And that's why I love those drunk gameplays. We're going to have a couple more actually coming up from the E3 stream that we'll release. And, it's just shouting. It's just screaming. So that's where that philosophy comes from.
All right, well, thank you. And sorry, but real quick, could I actually get a shout out to my two brothers back home from everyone from Funhouse who's in the audience?
Hey, guys.
What are your brothers' names?
Alex and Matt.
Alex and Matt?
Yep.
What's up, Alex and Matt?
Hi, Alex and Matt.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to RTX.
Hi. For the joining of the Let's Play and to join Rooster Teeth, when you made the decision, how did it come by?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Bruce, Greg, Jordan, and Craig.
Okay. You want to start down there, Greg?
The question all the way was just what was the decision to do it?
Yeah,
Why the fuck did you do this?
Yeah.
So our road was a little different, right? We initially were acquired by Fullscreen, and then Fullscreen acquired Rooster Teeth. And we kind of, it was a natural thing to work together that way. And, when Let's Play came around, Jeff was kind enough to ask us to be a part of it. And that's kind of how we were like, hell yeah. We've been fans of Rooster Teeth for a long time. We just never had an opportunity to work with them. And when the opportunity came, fuck yeah, why not? You kidding me? Hell yeah.
All those swear words.
Yeah. I'd say we all started, a good chunk of the original group that started were all very inspired by Rooster Teeth in general. When we had originally started up just YouTube channels, most of us had seen a lot of Red vs. Blue. We had done a lot of machinimas. So a lot of our start came from that influence, and we really wanted to put something together similar. So it was really a no-brainer after we had been approached by Jeff and them that, why not learn from who we tried to form ourselves after, as well as them just being so proficient in what they've been doing so far. So it was like, totally, this is awesome. We get along with most of them.
Only most?
Only most of them.
Who don't you get along with? Details. Bruce.
But
Jordan and I hate each other.
Yeah, it was really a no-brainer for us because of just where our roots were. So.
Yeah, for us, it was an easy decision as well. I think, talking about how long this idea had been gestating, I remember RTX 3 years ago where Alan was drunk, and he's like, would you ever want to work with us? We're just going to do it. And then he never said anything about it again. And then, when it finally came through and you guys rolled in, for us to partner up with you guys, not be owned, still be independent. I remember, going back and Tim and I talking, I'm just like, but what? So, we got to get a contract. Something, this deal doesn't make sense. It's all up for us, nothing for them. Why are they doing this? Don't tell them.
They haven't looked at the contract under a black light yet.
But
it makes sense.
We had been Rooster Teeth friends for so long. We wanted to be family. Yeah.
For us, Kovic was friends with Rooster Teeth, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. He did the Gauntlet. I don't know if you remember that, a long time ago. And he'd been sort of just keeping that relationship alive. And again, friends with Alan. I'm sure they got drunk a number of times. And we did kind of over the next year or so. We then met with Ezra at Fullscreen. We did a lot of talking to Rooster Teeth and Fullscreen. And when they combined, at that point, we were still at Machinima, and all of us just kind of stared at each other and were like, we should probably go over there. And so that's what we did. And I mean, honestly, they're right now, they are the best company that I've worked for. Absolutely.
Bruce, thank you. Bruce, I remember actually last year, was it last RTX that we were on 6th Street talking about this? Or was it, how long?
No, that was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago now? Yeah, because I remember we were just at a bar on 6th Street, and you're kind of feeling it out, hey, we have this opportunity or whatever. What do you think of this? And
well, you guys had just gone to Fullscreen.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And you're like, what do you think of these guys? And I was like, oh, it's pretty cool guys. They're pretty cool, yeah. So
no, I was always really interested to see what Craig had thought about kind of the acquisition and how you felt about it. It was brand new at that time. So
yeah,
but,
it was fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad it worked out. I'm sad we're so far away from each other right now.
Hug. Hug, 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 kiss, 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 kiss.
Fuck.
I just like to point out, just so you know, so far at RTX SGC, I have kissed 40% of this panel. Guess who the other one was?
Which seems like a good place to leave it. 40%.
Greg has wonderful lips.
Thank you.
How about you, sir?
Hello, this is my first time at RTX. How's it going?
Welcome.
Woo!
I have a question. Are you guys ever going to come to Montreal and do any events there? Maybe Bruce could do singing.
This guy's so excited.
The granola bar guy has been waiting for that question.
Yeah, Canadian Adam Sandler over there just
you see his
woke
face?
up.
Dude, when he asked that, he was like, fuck yeah.
Are we ever going to come to Montreal? In what capacity?
Anything. He says
anything.
Anything.
So we have an RTX, and then we have another one in Australia. Who knows what the future holds for more RTXs? We did a Let's Play Live in Los Angeles. I can't tell. We're going to do another one this year. Bethany probably wants me to announce it right now, is what she's saying.
No, she's saying
no. She's saying yes.
I see this. This is what I see.
Please announce.
Constantly.
Let's Play Live went well enough that it's going to be a traveling show that we'd like to do fairly often, like once every 2 weeks or so. Not that often.
What? Wait, what was that? The black light print on the contract?
I can't. I don't. Maybe. This is where I'm going. I would not be surprised to see us in Canada at some point. I don't know that
Let's
it would
Play
be
Live,
Montreal.
eh?
Bethany shook my head like, yes, that's okay to say.
Yeah.
So.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. My question is, Jeff, I know y'all just finished up with the first season of the hockey league between Achievement Hunter and Let's Play.
In HHL, yeah.
Yeah, in HHL. I'm just curious to see if maybe we'll get to see next season a full family tournament style, or because we can't have Ryan win every year, right?
No, that's a great question, and that's the kind of stuff that we want to do with the Let's Play channel and the group, is to have a lot of interactivity between the partners in a lot of different ways. Unfortunately, we've all been traveling a lot this year, I had to go almost 6 miles to get here today.
Oh man! How early did you have to get up to make that journey?
Yeah, it was. I was awake at the crack of 9:45. So logistically, it's a bit difficult to do that, but that's the idea of where we want to take this thing. We do have a thing that we've been sitting on for a while.
I was like, hey Jeff, what about that?
I don't know why we're sitting on it. To be honest with you, now that I think about it, we filmed a Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter, and Funhouse. Was that just that was just that right?
Was it just us?
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Cool.
Wrestling.
Cool.
Well, it was.
Hope it works out great.
Real tight family we got going here.
It was before you guys partnered, actually.
Yeah, it was a long
we've been
time
sitting
ago.
on it for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Like wrestling tournament. In,
Whoa.
Fuck you guys.
WWE.
Fuck you.
To determine the ultimate wrestler. And we'll definitely do more stuff like that in the future.
These results will not stand.
No, absolutely not.
I would also, I would really like to get a group server together in a game like Rust or DayZ or Ark or 7 Days to Die or Stomping Lands or something like that, where we could all go in and create our own little hubs and then fight and kiss and double cross each other. And
Do you guys have a name for your wrestling federation?
What's that?
Do you have a name for your wrestling federation?
Is there a world title belt yet?
Oh my gosh, guys!
Well, what
He's
about
talking about something else entirely?
Do you have an intercontinental champion?
What we should do is we should start our
We're
own.
spinning off,
Then we
that's
get our
right.
own belt.
You're
Then we
goddamn
unify
right.
the belts.
We're the
We
NWO.
unify them at RTX.
NWO.
Yeah.
That's right.
NWO.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. We got this fixed. Don't worry. We got this.
We're good.
There you go. Problem solved. But ideally, you'll see a lot of that kind of interaction in the future, and a lot of playing against each other in games like Murder that are a lot of fun to play. A lot of Gmod stuff.
Oh, by the way, Jeff, do you guys want to play Overwatch against Funhouse?
Didn't we? Have we ever played Overwatch against each other?
No.
Never once. Not in the beta or anything.
Would you like to play against us on PC?
Did we play you guys? I feel like we played once.
Nope.
I feel like we played you.
No.
And we beat you.
That's not happened.
And that way we can move on.
No, we're gonna play Overwatch against Achievement Hunter on PC. we're gonna force them to do it because they don't want to.
Yeah, and then we'll play it again on console.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sir, nobody plays PlayStation.
#1 console of this generation. Xbox is beat so bad they got to put out another one, but act like it's not another one.
All right, next question.
Did somebody just get stabbed?
It's a question for everybody. Is there any particular games that the other people in the group have wanted to do, but you've had to veto, or games you guys have wanted to do and everybody else in the group kind of shot down? Or like
Overwatch on PC. Yeah.
Any games we want to do but other people shoot down? No, I think we're all
pretty much game.
We all like to play any video game at the end of the day, even if we make fun of it because it's on a piece of shit computer sometimes.
Are your drivers updated?
Yeah.
Your DirectX sound card is
Sorry, I
outdated.
can't hear you over my 120 FPS.
Nobody cares. What level are you in PSN trophies, good sir?
But that's one of the cool things about this little group, right? Is like we're like the devout Xbox fanboys. They like the Vita. George and
Playing
Bruce
Odin
both played
Sphere.
PC, and Craig's still living in 1984.
92. I love 90.
So any game, yes.
Yeah, any game. Doesn't matter.
Hey, we really love watching all the Let's Plays and everything, and this is something I've wondered for a while now. Lindsay's been playing with y'all, and I got excited when Elise started playing with y'all too, and you got lots of great female gamers. Are you going to do any, like, maybe gents versus ladies Let's Plays?
Well, first off, girls are scary. Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Yeah,
Bring
why,
it.
why not? Jeez.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
Like I think we need more girls though.
I do
Hey,
too.
Stephanie's really bad at games, so that'd be pretty easy.
I think I would like to see some more diversity in general. We've got the bearded white guy on lockdown.
I think that's definitely a thing that we could all do, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
I can't grow a beard. I'm sorry. I can't.
Greg shook his head.
Over there.
All right, so this is my first RTX, and I am a Let's Play Live original. So I mean, I'm like the 0.5%.
Did you? Are you the one who roofied Jeff?
I swear. To
Unfortunately, no.
One suspect off the list.
Unfortunately, no.
1999 to go.
So my question is basically like, what's your favorite part about filming the Let's Plays that you guys do, whether it be with like the whole entire family or just with your own companies by yourselves?
Stopping. I don't know, Bruce. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part of I mean, like, we get to sit down and play a video game.
Yep.
Like, that's one of those things that, like, Lawrence recently has been bringing up a lot, which I appreciate. He's always like, I'm like, hey, can you play GTA and, like, test some maps for us for the fans? He's like, yep. And he'll be playing, and I'll be like, hey, man, I'm sorry to make you stop. I need you to edit this video. And he's like, dude, I'm playing a game on the clock. Like, this is fucking awesome. So we really enjoy it. And like Elise and James found a really cool game. Obviously, you guys have heard of it, Dead by Daylight. And they immediately brought it to us and were like, we got to play this thing. And it was a great game to play. We all sat down and really enjoyed it and got really super scared. So there's no disadvantage to that kind of stuff, right? We're just playing video games. And you guys all do that with your friends anyways. So then if you just record it, you put it on a YouTube channel, and you might become part of the Let's Play family.
My favorite thing is not necessarily playing a cool video game or being a part of it, but when you find a video game like, for instance, Dead by Daylight, which is a fantastic game, or a game mode that you really like every bullet counts in GTA is one of my favorite game types.
So much fun.
And getting to show it to other people for the first time. Like the first time I sitting in the room and watching the Funhouse guys play it, or sitting in the room and watching the Kind of Funny guys play it, was more fun than I've had legally in quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the fun. It's the camaraderie. For us, we don't do enough Let's Plays. Because of everybody's support, we're finally moving to a studio this summer. Thank you. And one of the things we want out of that is a standing Let's Play setup, so it's actually easy to do it. Because right now what it is we all film everything out of the spare bedroom, and so that room flips 1,000,000 times a day. So whenever we flip it to be a Let's Play, there's inevitably a huge fucking problem.
That's the worst.
That it breaks, something's broken, and this isn't wearing down. So it's usually halfway through a Let's Play when we've forgotten about the stresses of everything getting fucked up, and I can focus on this now, and Tim and I are playing H1Z1, and then Kevin, who is just supposed to be monitoring audio, comes over and watches, and we're all talking about it while we're playing and trying to come up with a strategy. It's like that moment where it is just you and your friends playing games again is awesome.
Yeah, I'd say 9 times out of 10, and I know that everyone else has dealt with this, it's always technical issues at the beginning for some reason. It just happens. But once you get past that, like Greg was saying, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, most people started playing online with each other, and that's a lot of fun, but there's something to be said with sitting around, in close proximity with, your friends playing a game that's just an absolute blast.
So one of my favorite things is we've been doing really stupid things at Screw Attack for a long time, and
I'll say,
yeah, it's great. But everybody at our office has gotten smart enough to not want to do my ideas, right? But you guys haven't yet. So when we go down to Austin and we're like, hey, we want to do drunk Mario Kart, you guys are like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then you regret it an hour later. So you're still learning, which is great. Yeah, it was a really good day. So you guys are still vulnerable to my insanity, which is awesome.
Write that down.
Don't listen to Craig.
Don't trust Craig.
Hey guys,
Hey.
so my question is, what has been your favorite gift so far at RTX, or weirdest gifts? Favorite
Oh, favorite gift, you said?
from a fan?
Boy, I got to think about that one. Anybody else?
Yeah, mine. It's not. I'm gonna just mutate your question a bit. All right. So what it was is I signed something today, and this kid came up to me. He put down his badge and wanted the other guys to sign the badge, and he's like, "I want you to sign this," and he passed it over. And I started reading, and I was like, "What is this?" Because it looked like I thought it was a Pizza Club card or something for a second. And then I discovered, like, it all clicked again, that it was the card they give you when you get a port in your chest for Hodgkin's lymphoma, or when you need to go through chemotherapy like I had. And so that was a gut check moment, because I forget all the time that I was sick and that, you know, I went through all this stuff in public and you guys got me through it and stuff like that. So to have him turn it over to me, his dates were right around the same time I was. He got, like he said, he got diagnosed like 2 weeks after me. So to have him show that I got him through this and I was able to be there for him on the other side, that's always the most important thing.
Next time, could you go last?
Sorry. Well, you all needed to think about it. I was ready. I'm like, ah.
Because mine is like, somebody gave me a $50 gift card to Taco Bell. What's this fucking? That's 100 tacos.
I mean, I got a little cat perler thing.
Yeah, James got this really sweet Captain America shield that says Funhouse on it. It's not nothing to do with cancer, though.
Yeah.
What are these gifts? People, you guys get gifts. What is it? People give you things. This is.
Just go back to sleep, Craig.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Love your support. Appreciate
Thank you.
Next question.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I was wondering, this goes to all of you guys. Is it weird? Like, what did you guys see yourselves being in the positions you are in? Like, when you guys started, you know, your Let's Play channels and stuff?
Fuck no.
I honestly thought I'd be a little more successful. Kind of a letdown on myself.
No. I was a producer on television. Right. I was like, I will be a producer on television, and continue to be a producer on television. And then I was like, hey, people are making stuff on YouTube. I want to do that.
It's like TV.
Yeah, it's like TV, but way worse. And so then I did that thing, and not at all.
Yeah, no, definitely not for me. I was working at a golf course and had dreams of going to Q school and actually becoming a professional golfer. And then I got lazy and played video games. So. Never thought I'd get to where I am now, though. But that's fun.
About 15 minutes ago, I kissed Bruce. Never thought that would happen.
I didn't either.
Thank you.
That's actually that's interesting. To follow up on that, because now I know I know Bruce and I know Jordan was going to be a professional golfer, sure. What would you do if you were not in the industry you're in? Yeah, like what was life for Greg like before?
I mean, I was. My whole thing is I'm old enough that I started on that path that I was going to be a video game journalist, and the only way I could figure out how to work for EGM was to go into journalism. So I got that degree in journalism expecting that I'd be able to leave Mizzou and get a job anywhere.
Yeah.
And when that didn't happen, I went to work at a newspaper, and I loved it. I was a general assignment reporter, and I covered everything, and SWAT team raids or Millie's Quilt Shop, which is a real thing in Columbia, Missouri a decade ago. I don't know if it still is. But, like, I mean, that was always, when I went to IGN, I was like, all right, if this fails, I'll just go back to that.
Yeah.
And I got there just as they turned around and were like, we need to start putting people on camera and make podcasts and have personalities. And all the old guard at IGN were like, fuck no. I write, I review video games, that's what I do. And Damon and I were young and dumb enough to be like, oh, okay, we'll be in everything. And then it just like snowballed out of control to the point of like, looking back, like now I would be so unqualified to be a reporter again. Like I don't remember anything. I'm behind on the AP style guide. I don't, you know what I mean? But like, it was weird how it all happened so naturally, but to look back and how different it is. But I never expected to be a small business owner or to work at home or that I'd be making YouTube content full time.
You're what's great about America.
I am.
How about you, Craig? You'd still be playing slam ball?
Yeah, my slam ball career really fizzled out around 2003. But I'll tell you what, same boat as Greg. I actually have a degree in journalism, broadcast journalism, and when I finished school, I realized I hated to read and I hated to write. And I was like, this probably isn't the best profession.
As you
for me
grab
to
the
do.
diploma, you're like,
Yeah,
fuck.
I was like, oh no.
Your student loan came in the mail. And you're like,
So when I was finished school, I was like, well, I would love to do broadcasting and do like sports broadcasting. I love sports, I love video games, right? But I didn't want to like move to Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and call AA baseball games and hope somebody died so I could move up in the ranks of calling minor league baseball games or basketball or whatever. So I chose to play video games on the internet, and it worked out.
Yeah. You know, that's interesting. I never drew that correlation, but at least, because I was an Army journalist before this, a ways back. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. So apparently there's like a 60% chance if you go from journalism into video games, you'll end up on this table.
Yeah.
Something to think
That's
about.
a very high percentage.
Okay, like a lot of the other people here, this is also my first RTX. So
Woo! Thank you.
I actually got it for my 18th birthday. So.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
I wanted to say there's an internet group out there that I thought would work well with you guys called Node. Have you guys ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard of them. They suck.
That Brandon guy's a piece of shit.
Also, another thing is, every now and then they'll do an airsoft game, and I was thinking maybe you guys could do something similar.
I would love to shoot Gavin.
Everyone just in the corner with Gavin on the ground.
Achievement Hunter, I think, would have a huge advantage. We could all just hide behind the nose. What a target. Airsoft murder. You know, we've actually talked about that at Achievement Hunter. The Corridor Digital guys did that, and they did a really cool video in it, and we would love to rip them off. Sure, fuck it, why not? Yeah.
Next question.
Hello.
Over here.
Hi, guys. This is a question for everyone. If you guys had the opportunity to go back to the very beginning of when your group started, is there anything you guys would have done differently?
I'd lock Ray into a longer contract. Not really.
I would have hired James sooner. Like, maybe like when I was 5.
Launched a third Patreon on me, why not?
I think the biggest thing, and I've kicked myself over this for a long time, and that was we had the worst work ethic I think anyone has ever seen, and we had so much hype going into like the Creature House at the beginning that we did not do enough stuff, and it would have been so fun to just have more fun, make more videos, and have some actual work ethic. So would have started out a lot better. So
I think we've done pretty much everything perfectly along the way. No regrets at all. No.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Hi-yo.
All 5 of you are essentially the leads of a group of people whose job it is just goof off. How hard is it? I know Jeff has talked about this a lot, but how hard is it to kind of focus that, bring it all in, and actually make content instead of just having them goof off?
Well, unlike Achievement Hunter, we don't drink at our office. So, no, we don't. We actually don't goof off. We spend about an hour a day playing a game for a video that we're making and putting on the internet. And then the other 7 are everybody else editing and producing. So, honestly, I wish we got more chances to goof off in our office. So, at some point, we'll invite Jeff, and he'll bring vodka, and then we can goof off.
No, I think that's the point. The thing, right? Like, is that I wish we goofed off more. It's not trying to rein everybody in from goofing off. It's trying to rein them in from work. It's I can't believe how hard it is to get a podcast on the books and keep it going. And it's not that Kevin's trying to flip the room and something's broken in there, and Tim's on a call, and Colin's off trying to walk this fucking dog for some reason in the middle of the goddamn day. And, you know, Nick is ready, he's screaming and yelling at everybody about something. You know, there's so much stress packed into that fucking spare bedroom that it's like, that's the problem. I wish we had more fun.
mean, yeah, we're making alcohol at our office. So,
You're gonna say, what do you have to put in a wubble today? Do you have anything?
I mean, yeah, we're trying to get people in wubbles, but yeah, we goof off for videos, so that's the only time we really get to goof off. Other times, yeah, just editing a lot of the time, and it's not that hard because everyone wants to edit and they're having a good time at it. So,
I feel like I think everybody here is kind of on the same page where the perception outside is that like when you walk into any of the offices, it's just like people dancing and going crazy. But the reality is that it's really probably the most fucking boring thing in the world where people, especially in Screw Attack, when you come in, it's quiet because people have their headphones on. They know what they're doing. They're researching for a death battle or they're whatever. And yeah, we have windows of production time where it's time. Okay, now we're going to do a game attack or whatever. And it's there's a lot of hard work that goes into seeing that 25-minute, 15-minute, whatever long video that you're seeing, and it's like I know it's a Debbie Downer answer, but man, it's like you got to have a staff and a crew that knows what they're doing, to where if it's not organized, then nothing's going to get done. So I know when I go into Funhouse, I'm like, geez, you guys. Like, it's just straight up.
It's just no fun.
Nose to the grind. You guys suck.
Yeah. Well, we have to make content for you guys. That's what we do, right? So otherwise, you wouldn't be able to watch anything because we would be making mead in our office. So that's why we.
Do you want a bottle sent to your office? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, it is so fucking good. Get the strawberry one.
All right, but yeah, send the strawberry one. Thank you, Jeff. What about you?
The goal is when you watch a video, you're watching what appears to be 4 or 5 of your best friends sitting on a couch playing a game, and you're there with them, and that to make that look easy is very difficult. A tremendous amount of work and effort goes into it, I assume. I'm just playing video games and having fun.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so I noticed that some of you were kind of drawing on your pads, so I was just wondering what you guys were drawing. Greg.
Did you say Greg or Craig?
Greg.
I said, it says annual meeting notes -- let's play. There's a star bullet point that says get water socks, but get an even tan. Then I've been working on this Superman symbol for quite a while. And I'm pretty proud of where it's going. I think it's going to pan out pretty well in the end.
I wrote put joke in each clip and don't trust Craig.
All accurate.
I've got let's play 10 out of 10, and then I drew a kitty cat.
I drew Greg Miller. You can take it out.
Giving me a lot of credit, and I like it.
I was too busy thinking about work, so I drew nothing.
Boo. Have fun, goof off.
Sorry.
So, question for Jeff. I know you said you've got your kind of phases set up for the Let's Play family. You're going to do phase and then kind of cut it off. Say, hypothetically, I get a group of just fucking retards, and it works, and we make good content. How would, I guess, reaching out to you work? Say, hey, I want to be a part of the family.
You should send an email just like that. This is exactly
I
what
have
you did.
some fucking retards, and they do good stuff. Can we be a part?
Yeah, just send me an email. Say it's the retard guy.
It's retard guy from RTX 26.
But remember, Nick Fury comes to you.
Yeah, we got some real dumb shit for you.
Cool.
I mean, it's not a hard and fast rule. Never say never. I totally glossed over phase 3, but it's mostly porn related, so I can't talk about it.
I understand. It's all hypothetical.
But yeah, it's not to say that like it's locked down and that we couldn't potentially partner with anybody else if there was somebody that felt like a natural fit. It's just that we don't want to bloat and inflate to get to a point where it's no longer a family. You know, like it's a dumb analogy. Never mind.
No, come on, tell it. I want to hear it. I'm interested.
All right. I'll do this. Is stupid. The thing that I loved about Red vs. Blue when we started Rooster Teeth is that it was like 5 friends in a spare bedroom, and it was very intimate and close and smelly.
This all sounds very familiar.
Kind of fun and passionate. And then Rooster Teeth grew into this awesome larger company that had a lot of diverse interests and created a lot of different things in a lot of different directions, which I think is phenomenal. But I always kind of wanted to stay in the bedroom. And so I created Achievement Hunter largely in part to do that. I just made a bedroom in the middle of a huge building. And at some point, Achievement Hunter, growth is inevitable. And so Achievement Hunter couldn't outgrow its own bedroom, so we just got new bedrooms. But there's only so many rooms in a house, right?
Yeah.
That was my stupid analogy.
No, I liked it. It was interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think we have time for
Thanks, guys.
two more questions.
Hello. This question is for everyone. So I know each of you are in charge of a group of people, essentially. I just wanted to ask, how do you keep that chemistry, that sort of way they work together fresh and keep it from being stagnant?
So I'm really lucky to work. Somebody just asked me this question at a signing. They said, who's the best to work with? And I went, huh? And he's all, you can tell me. Who's the best? And I went, we all are. I was like, we are all the, like, that's the point, right? We're all of equal talent. James being more talented than most of us.
There you go.
But But that's the point, right? I wanna work with all of the best, and if it was Adam or if it was Spool, then I'd be like, well, Spool should just go be on his own, right? And he did. He left on his own, so maybe he thought he was better than all of us. I don't know. I just like that I like to think we are all a unit. We work together as a team. There isn't just one person that I want to focus on.
You can use the old sports analogy of like, you can punch somebody with a finger, but it's not going to do as much damage as a closed fist. Whereas like you have five members and you close it up, whatever. You know that analogy?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nailed it. Thanks, Sportscaster.
Thanks.
I don't even remember the question at this point. I don't. What was it?
Oh, it was just that basically like how to keep.
How do you keep it fresh?
Yeah, how to keep it fresh with all the people.
You
Alcohol.
just relentlessly make fun of them all at all times, and just grind it into them.
I mean, for us, right, it's kind of funny. It's that every show is a little bit different, even though they're all super the same. Every show is like the rotating cast of the same 4 on-camera personalities, but Colin and Greg Live feels a lot different than P.S. I Love You, which feels a lot different than the Games Cast. And it's because we're switching up hosts and then switching up roles, right? Colin and Greg Live, Colin has to direct. He finds the news. He's piloting the ship, and I'm just the idiot alongside him. And then P.S. I Love You, I'm the host. I'm doing this. He's the information source. Then Tim hosts the Games Cast, and, there's alternating roles there, too. Nick does whatever the fuck Nick does, which is make jokes about cocaine. He walks in the middle of the show, starts screaming about Die Hard.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
It's good. No, in all honesty, it's just getting along with each other is something that's always been it's been great because everyone's just such good friends as part of the team, and you gotta kind of allow time for hangout too. We have a lot of time where we hang out with each other at breweries or wherever else we end up going. But yeah, it's just hanging out and having fun too.
I think we work in an industry that's pretty fortunate to where every literally day there's new source material to screw with games. There's new games being released all the time. So, when you're playing with, you have your chemistry, right, with the guys you play with, but there's always something new to rag on or play on or check out, which I think helps a lot, because everybody has their own different taste in games, and it's just something else. If there may be a time where I'm playing a game that I don't necessarily like, but Sam may like or Chad may like, and you just bust each other's balls. There's a nice big share of that. Just hit each other constantly, just pounding ball. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, we love to hit balls.
Okay. Thank you.
Last question.
Last question.
Hi.
But the ladies made a mean
She put up a sign that says "Time's up," and then we still called it one last question.
it's true.
So boo her, everybody.
Don't
you boo the Guardian.
Shame.
Hi. I'm from a small town in Kentucky, and Jeff, I've been a huge fan of Achievement Hunter for a long time.
I started a job just recently, and a good buddy of mine from that job actually introduced me to Funhouse. So my question is actually for Bruce.
What a fucking bait and switch that was.
My buddy he's been a really big fan since y'all were with Machinima.
Yeah.
And he was wondering, like, would y'all be doing like the games news stuff that y'all did with Machinima before, or are y'all gonna do that like relatively soon, or
We do it.
Y'all still do?
The No.
Yeah, it's called The No.
YouTube.com/KNOW.
Well, he doesn't watch a lot of the Rooster Teeth stuff. He watches just y'all, strict y'all.
And he's missing out on Funhouse doing the news.
Yeah, we've been doing it since we started with Rooster Teeth. That was one of the things that they wanted us to do. They wanted us to do the news as well as the gameplay channel.
I don't want to say your friend's a fucking idiot, but Google could be another good friend to him.
Yeah. No, we're doing it right now.
All right. Well, thank you all.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I guess that's it.
I guess so. Hey, thanks for coming out. It was nice to see you all. Yeah.